Welcome to Miami. This is a big event city, and folks here are fired up for this one inside Hard Rock Stadium as the Miami Hurricanes try to represent the great tradition of their program. And a game like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, there's history and tradition, but right here, right now, there is tremendous intensity and bitterness on this field. You can feel it. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the winners of 8 straight of Miami Hurricanes. CBS Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. And the Seminoles will kick this away to get us going. That one goes out of bounds, a less than ideal beginning to this game. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Look at this, taking his shot on the very first play. Oh, and it's dropped. A chance for a big play here in the early going, but some jitters on the part of that receiver. Incompletion makes it second down. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. Gosh, I just love to watch this defense fly around. Great job here on third down. Look at it. You're on the road. Things are going against you early in the game, and you block all of that out, and you're running around with confidence making plays.
And the returner will be brought down. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. It's going to be tough for the visitors today. Looking for some space. It's Davis. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think they're going to run, maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And the single back takes the handoff. Breaks loose at the 45. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39.
Boy, another first down and another good run by this back from Florida State. He's doing his job as far as living up to the great tradition of Florida State running backs.
And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. They'll try the ground game here with running back. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Ball handed off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Well, Kirk, you played in rivalry games. No shortage of inspiration, but how do you manage the emotion of it all?
Well, I think you need great leadership from the team. Sometimes teams don't handle the emotions of it. The game can get sideways on you. The teams that play the best in rivalry games are the teams that have the best leaders to keep them focused on the task at hand.
The offense will go for it here on 4th down and 3. Looking to pass. It's Cromenhoek. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Not a long return, but the important thing to take place out of scoring threat. The offense will take over from the 29. drive here. He flips it to the back across the middle. He brings him down, but he makes the 4-yard line. That's a solid game.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch. He gets the first down in the process.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete. Well, Kirk, no surprise. You get these two teams on the field, and it's tight and competitive right to the finish.
Well, Chris, the last time these two teams met, remember, it came down to the wire, the very final few minutes. Sure hope we get another one like that today.
Quick throw complete to the tight end. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show he's got great athletic ability, great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
Breaks loose at the 40. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Good job up front by this offensive line. Good hard running. But as Miami Hurricane back, he's doing everything he can to live up to the long legacy that the Canes have with this running back position.
They'll run it here. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
Play action fake, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Well, the offense tries to go with a play action to slow this defense down, but they weren't buying it. They applied the pressure and came up with a sack.
So let's see what the play caller likes here on 3rd and short from the +27. And they pick up the first on the ground. The Hurricanes keep the football on the move.
Look, I realize when any play call is properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones that get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
On first down, it's play action. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Look out, he's got some space. At the 20, past the 10. Touchdown, Florida State. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6.
Chris, I think the quarterback gets fooled here. He might have thought it was man-to-man coverage. I thought he might go to the outside. He comes back to the middle, and that linebacker's playing zone, reading the quarterback's eyes, steps in front of that throw, and takes it to the house for a touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick 6. And they recover from that right now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw, looking to scramble. Nothing open downfield, so they'll just throw it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. They're going to run it here. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. He cannot escape the defense with a sack.
This is good pressure by the defense, but it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And the fair catch, signal for and take it. Welcome to Miami. This is a big event city, and folks here are fired up for this one inside Hard Rock Stadium as the Miami Hurricanes try to represent the great tradition of their program. And a rivalry like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, the tradition and the history, but right here, right now, there's great intensity. This is why these guys came to these schools to play in games like this. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the winners of 8 straight Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Seminoles will kick this away to start us off. Return starts from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. There's the handoff. And he will make the first down. Tackled at the 26.
Good, tough running here by his Miami Hurricane running back. Nice job up front to be able to pave the way, to be able to come up with a Canes first down. And tell you, the way he's playing right now, all those famous alumni that Miami has, got to be watching this game and being very proud.
Off the play fake on first down. Dump off caught by the running back. And remember, the last time these teams met, it came right down to the wire.
Well, Chris, there's so many great rivalry games that we all look forward to every single year. But with these two teams, it just always seems to be a tight matchup.
Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice game. They're getting closer to the 50.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Ball handed off. He's brought down out at the 46. Solid drive defense trying to get off the field here. From the gun, he looks for an open man. But it's incomplete. They miss an opportunity, and now it's 4th down.
On 3rd and short, the offense coordinator has his entire playbook open. You could run it or you could throw it. Either one's available. They chose to go through the air here. You're just not able to hit it.
So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. And he can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the 1st down.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is the offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Dropping back, it's Kromenhoek. Looking to set up a screen pass here. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Early on in the football game, the offense always wants to try to develop just a nice rhythm to their offense. That time, just a simple screen to the running back, and they build some confidence on this first drive with a nice play.
Offense moving closer to the line to gain after that catch. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab. Moves the football to the 30. Good enough for a 1st down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, to get him the ball.
And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice game.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. And they'll use the ground game here. And the Knowles are moving quickly down the field.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
1st down and 10 now. Trying to run, it's Davis. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the 2nd and 3rd-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw. It's Kromenhoek. Throws to the tight end. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. And he steps out after a nice return. What a momentum shift this could be.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They've got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the 2nd half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Last time out there, they got Let's see what the mindset is here. What a move, goes right through the tackle. He's got room to run now. Tackle made after a big gain.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did the job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side. You see how much more success they can have.
They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to pass here on second down. He's moving out of the pocket. Or throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down. Well, Kirk, you played in plenty of rivalry games. How do they feel different from the others?
Well, Chris, rivalry games, and depending on who the coach is, this is a game that you think about all year. You know, you're working out in the weight room. You're doing drills and summer two-a-days. Everything is focused on getting to this game and playing your very best.
On third down, he drops to throw. Running back has it on the screen now. Defense makes the stop. The screen pass doesn't produce a first down, and now it's fourth down.
The defense is so caught up in this guy running the football on this drive, they forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
Well, the offense failed earlier in a fourth down attempt. They'll try it again here. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Trying for a fourth down completion. He's swarmed by the pass rush. A sack to end this drive.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open. And result is a sack and a turnover on downs.
Play action here on first down. Snags the good throw. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
But good job with the offensive line giving his quarterback time to throw. And you can see the damage he can do to you when he does have time. A great throw and something you just kind of expect in Tallahassee. A quarterback that can make throws like this.
They're going to run it. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
The Knowles are in the red zone. And looking to throw now on first down. Receiver makes the catch. They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain in the pitch and catch.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
And the Seminoles line it up with first and goal. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the returner is brought down. comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. Defense got a big fourth down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. Quick throw to the left. He's got his man wide open. And got him, but not before making first down yards. They move the ball to 41.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The pocket breaking down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Good job with the defense to fight through the blocks on that screen to be short of the first down marker.
You can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screenplay, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Well, the backside rules for a defense against the run are to check for the cutback, the counter, or reverse. That time they stayed home and were in perfect position and were able to stop that reverse in its track.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Defense is coming after him. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the first down.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Ball away quickly, but nobody in the area, and the official is going to call intentional grounding here. Second down play coming up for this offense. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
So, second down after the incompletion. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And a sophomore making an impact play.
Finally, the defense is able to come up with a play on this drive. Let's face it, this offense has been able to put things together. Quarterback's had a nice drive, but finally, great job of getting the pressure and getting after that quarterback.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Here's the handoff. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. And they will trot out the field goal team here. The distance will be from 36 yards away. And it's good.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So they settled for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Offense on the field. Let's see how this offense plays this. They try to get some more points for the half or play it more conservatively. And here comes a deep shot. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. They're going to have to make some adjustments there and really go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
Second down after the incompletion. Looking to pass. It's Kromenhoek. Lets it go quickly. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Great accuracy here by the quarterback, hitting his receiver in stride on that slant, and it gave him a chance to pick up some yards after the catch.
The drive stays alive with that first down completion. Offense looking to throw the ball. He'll take a deep shot here. Receiver makes the grab inside the 15. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Knowles.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. No problem with the PAT. The lead 14-3. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Back on the field. Backed up this close to the end zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Not a big return, but the pick ends the scoring threat. The offense will now take over at the 30.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
Bring him down, but the game sets up the offense first and goal from the 10. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Love to see an aggressive mindset following sudden change. The quick strike here. The defense barely has a chance to even get set up and get established before they have to deal with a big shot taken over their head.
The Seminoles looking to cap the drive here. It's first and goal. First down, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback escapes the pocket. On the run here, lets it go. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now. Offense appeared to be confused about the snap count there, and it cost him 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And the crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. And it's incomplete in the back corner of the end zone.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for three, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. It's a squib kick picked up by one of the blockers on the return team. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Canes will kick it off to begin the second half. He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position starting the drive. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop. The offense pinned back. Scanning the field. It's Cromenhoek. Oh, and he fumbled the ball. Potential disaster here. Defense has the football. It's a turnover. Touchdown for the Ute on the scoop and score. Now they'll set up for the point after. Extra point good. They trail now 17-10. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. The DB's right near the 9 now, showing press coverage. Trying to find some room. It's Davis. Just trucks the man. Just runs through a man. A mismatch. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there. This is a determined running back, just refusing to be brought down that time by the defense.
You know, the coaches told us that this guy's one of the hardest workers on the entire team. And you can see all that offseason work that he put in has paid off. That time, shaking free from those defenders and getting more positive yards.
And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
And here's the handoff. Tough running to avoid a loss. It just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run phase, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
To throw, it's Cromenhoek. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Tackle made at the 41. That's first down yardage. That'll put him over 150 yards today. Kirk, he is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
He's got it inside the 10. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
And they're trying to punch it in here. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State. Well, the energy really building now, Kirk. If they're not careful, this could get ugly.
Chris, this offense has been impressive the entire game. And one of the great things about rivalry games is you'll never forget this kind of performance.
Point after, knocked right through. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Looking for his big tight end. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Offense comes out to start this drive. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Pass caught, second down now. Dropping back, it's Promenhoek. QB to the tight end for a completion. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
It's press coverage now from these DBs. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Chris, that ball gets tipped and goes straight up into the air. That's anybody's ball. The defense does a really good job down in this area expecting the pass. Ball's in the air. Ball gets tipped. Keep in mind, the offense or the defense can get underneath that for a play, and the ball hits the ground for an incompletion.
Here comes a handoff. Will he score here? And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
And it's just a thing of beauty to watch this offense. That's this guy's third touchdown. But give the offensive line a lot of credit. They're getting enough of a push to give him some room to show you what he can do with that space.
They convert the PATs, so the lead is now 21. Now they get set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid into line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He'll take a deep shot. And he throws his third interception of the day.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
Lets it fly to the wideout. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
A big play here that gets them down into the red zone. They're not thinking about a field goal, I assure you, Chris. They're trying to get 6 points.
On the set.
And the Knowles looking to take advantage of this red zone trip.
Get set, get set. Yankee blue, Yankee blue.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackled after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
Okay,
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires.
flip, flip. And go.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Ball carrier brought down in what is the final play of this third quarter. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a 2nd and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Touchdown, Knowles. This one is getting ugly.
Boy, they just continue to do everything right. This offense has looked outstanding from the opening series all the way up to this point, doing everything that's asked of them, great execution, and put another touchdown up on the board.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. He's going to take off here. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Well, I always want to see quarterbacks try to pick up some additional yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks got to stay in the game and stay on the field. He's got to be careful out there.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
On the ready. Here we go.
Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And the ball is hauled in. It's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a 1st down.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
The Hurricanes will line up on 1st and 10. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Ready, set.
2nd down after that run on the previous play.
Fire.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap.
Gaucho, gaucho.
He'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. And he slings this pass over the middle. Oh, the deep ball caught at the 25.
Hey, this offense isn't giving up. Yeah, we're in the 4th quarter. You're down big. But who knows? Make a big play. Try to get in the end zone. Maybe get an onside kick.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Cut quickly.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Stop right there at the line. No gain.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? He's got some room and some blockers here. Inside the 40. Past the 20. Crosses the 10. Touchdown, Florida State. And the defense adds 6 from the interception return.
Great job here by the defense coming up with yet another play. Boy, they are just pouring it on today, dominating in every phase.
And now the try here for the extra point. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick 6. Keeping it on the ground here. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards. They're on 1st and 10.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Movement here from the tight end. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? Touchdown, Seminoles. Wow, what a play, a defensive score.
Chris, that second-tier defender, the linebacker, sometimes can get lost in coverage. I don't know if the quarterback saw him. Quarterback threw it right to him, comes up with the interception, and then he has the speed to take it all the way to the house.
Point after, up and good. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the returner will be brought down. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They bring him down quickly, a short pitching catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the 4th quarter, you're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that clock moving.
And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Handoff in a single back formation. Moves the ball to the 25. Good enough for a 1st down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
This defense has been lights out today. Great job once again applying pressure on this quarterback. This poor quarterback, he doesn't know what he has seen today. Not able to get anything going to be able to try to compete in this game. They're down big, and now they're just hoping for that clock to run out.
Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. And that gained enough for a fresh set of downs, spotted at the 48.
Hey, listen, this game isn't over yet. The defense can't get too comfortable with this lead, and I know the coach isn't content with giving up plays like that at any point in the game.
The Canes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Using the ground game here, tailback has the handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
Let's be honest, all wins are not equal. You go in there and hammer your rival. You get bragging rights. That's sweet, man.
Yeah, this one is a little bit different. I mean, this is a game you anticipate, you look forward to the entire offseason. You're thinking about it. Now you get a big win against your rival. You're riding that high much longer than your standard win.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.